Well, there's B&J Hunter. Brad, how are you doing? Oh, it's a rainy day. They talked about all the snow. Well, it's rain instead of snow. That's okay. But I wasn't able to get in the hot tub this morning. I could have, but I just didn't feel like it. I'm doing good. I'm trying to get over this cold. Oh my heavens. I bought these things that goes in your K cup. I forget what it's called. Thorough Flu. It's got lemon in it. They're good. You're getting snow now. Well, I'm not real crazy about whether we had snow or not because the rain, I don't have to shovel it. So we're good. But if you have trouble with your sinuses, that's a good stuff to get. I'll go get the box. Hello, Tim's World. Hairballs. Okay, here we go if I can hold it still. Thorough Flu Power Pods, um, nighttime, nighttime severe cold. Well, it's not nighttime, but I made me one because of my sinuses. My nose is plugged up. So they're a little pricey. They're about $12 once you get the tax on it and stuff at Walmart for eight. There's 8 pods in here. So if you've got a Keurig coffee maker, man, they're nice. And you're only supposed to have just a few a day. So I usually take one right before I go to bed, and it does open you up and help you sleep. Well, hello, Kathy. We'll be watching, but not feeling well again. Well, I'm not feeling too bad. Uh, just that my nose is plugged up. I've got drops that I can put in there, but all that stuff works against some of the medicine that I take. So I got to be careful. And I have been trying to eat healthier. My sister has been cooking for me since Pam's been gone. Oh my heavens. She had me over last night and we had spaghetti with garlic bread. Oh, it just it's a shame that she don't know how to cook. LOL, laugh out loud. Hello, fat boy. She's a very good cook. Yeah, Kathy, I am sorry that you're feeling bad. But I appreciate you coming by. Fat boy, are you getting snow up there in the north? Boy, that stuff's got a good flavor to it. I know if I'd to put a little bit of Canadian club in that, that would spruce it up some, but I just use what comes with it. And I know you can make tea and throw the sugar to it, put the whiskey to it, make you hot toddy and all that. There, it's opening up a little bit, but that's hard on my sugar. So this probably this probably has a lot of sugar to it. Well, good morning, Grizz. I don't see the sugar content. They uh they print it pretty small. I'll have to get my magnifying glass out. Well, Grizz, top of the morning to you, sir. Oh, he said he'd be right back. Hello, Rosanna. Rosanna has company coming in a bit, so not staying. Have a great day. Well, I appreciate it. Oh, man, it takes forever. Excuse me. Hello, Ron. Good morning. That is the smoking Grizz or the non-smoker. Well, he's trying, coping. You gotta, you gotta really want to. Boy, it's tough. And like I said, I quit back in 1989, and I had well, it wasn't a great reason, but I had a real good reason for quitting. So that made it a little easier to quit. I'll tell you what, you got to have it in your heart. I want to. I want to quit. The only thing is, you got to stir that up a little bit. There's sediment in the bottom of the cup. Oh no, Coping. Well, how old was your CPAP machine? I got mine in 2011. It's actually a BiPAP machine. I checked it this morning and it said I had a leak and my AHI was up a little bit. 5 years. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm about 7 years. Now, if mine goes bad, well, Medicare will pick it up. Hey, Grizz, I sent you a link in your email. Check it out. I'd love to have you up here. I apologize to everyone that I haven't been on here. I've been watching movies and then I sleep, and I've just been trying to get some rest to get over this cold. I drink one of these now. I won't drink any more today. I'll see how I feel tonight, whether I drink another one before I go to bed. It really does help. I've been battling my sugar, trying to get it low, but it's staying around 140. He wants it to be under 120, and I I got into the cakes and candies and what have you over the holidays. The holidays are now over, and I'm sugar free, other than what's in this stuff. Hey, all rise! Here comes Grizz.
Hey, Kim, how's it going?
We're doing good. There's Finite World. Good morning.
I'm chewing on my fingernails, but I'm getting through it.
Now, how can you do that? You don't have no teeth.
Yeah, well, I'm chewing on my. You don't need teeth to chew on your fingernails. You just need teeth to shorten up your fingernails if you're chewing on
them. Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah, it's been a bit, sure. It's a battle. I mean, yesterday I had 8 cigarettes. One day I had like 15. That's the most I smoked. A lot of days, 10.
Why are you counting them?
Pardon?
Why are you counting them?
I'm not rolling them anymore. First of all, I'm buying them by the pack.
Okay, that's a way to count them.
So that's just that's. It's not that I'm out to count them per se. Other than at the end of the day, I want to know how many I smoked, so I can grade myself on how I did today, and what I need to change for tomorrow, or what I need to do to change for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Finite World, all we have right now is rain. No snow yet.
Oh, it's rain here. It's miserable.
Yeah, we had probably at least an inch of rain last night.
I don't know how much rain we get because my rain gauge will freeze up. So I've actually turned it upside down so it won't freeze. I could put it in the garage, but I just turned it upside down.
Yeah, well, I'm just guessing, but based on based on the past, when I have measured rain and stuff, you get a pretty decent feel for roughly how much you have.
Right.
Especially when you live in Oregon and Washington, ain't that right, Rosanna? You get a feel for how much rain it is. I mean, because that's all it does in these areas is just rain.
Hey, there's JD. Good morning, JD.
Hey, JD.
Fine Art World, we have about 4 inches of snow right now. It's supposed to stop later this afternoon. Okay.
I read something we were going to get.
I'm going to have to send Allie a doctor bill. I'm being tested right now for diabetes, and it's her fault.
Oh, wow.
You haven't been tested.
No, I'm kidding, yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Is that Bobby Sprinkle?
Yeah.
Oh, I like him.
Rosanna, looks like it's supposed to be cloudy all day here. Showers possibly throughout the day, but we're not supposed to have any more rain again until tonight. But it rained. It started raining yesterday. I don't know, about 3 or 4. And we had showers quite a bit throughout the day and rain the night before.
I don't know when it started, sometime in the night. I know
we had
this morning.
I was asleep for it, but my wife said there was some thunder last night, thunder and lightning.
Right after you went to bed, it just went clap. Lightning went right through the window. It shined right through the window. That's how bright it was. Like electrical surge or something.
Yeah, I'm lucky right here. I mean, we could have just on the other side of these seats, it could be really windy over here, and I'd never feel it here because we're really protected by the seal of the trees out here.
No, it's right here.
Drop down to the bottom of our driveway, and then you get hit with the full force of the wind up going up the canyon.
No, it's right here, sitting right here, and all of a sudden.
Well, right now the map shows the rain's below us. We got a clear spot in there. Miss Pam's down there soaking up the sun rays. It says there's a tornado watch down there.
Oh, man.
Isn't that something?
Have you heard from her? Is she having fun down there? Or?
Oh, yeah, I've heard her. She calls me once in a while and emails me. She's got her laptop down there.
Uh-huh.
Well, it looks like, according to the map, there's going to be some rain come through down there. And let's see, thunderstorms and rain showers. Just not what you would expect in Florida, but, they do get a lot of rain.
Well, right now it shows us right on the edge of the rain. And it's definitely showing rain on up there, rain and snow up there where Rosanna's at.
Here it said snow for 2 hours.
Yeah, but our snow is showing on up at the top of the pass up here. About 10 miles up here is showing snow.
That's our address, and it said it did our posture that comes to taxes. And it says.
Kathy said there was I think she's saying tornado 6 miles away from her.
Yeah, it's showing rain and snow for the whole night. All through Portland. As a matter of fact, it's looking better. It's looking better in Washington than it does here for tonight.
I wonder if I should go out today.
Oh, you're fine for today, Deanne.
To go out? Decide to go to church?
Bobby, she's She's pretty close down there to you. She's right there in the panhandle. Hello, David. All American Grandpa. Good morning. And hello, Alex. I apologize for not calling you out.
Oh boy, Idaho Hillbilly's got some snow coming.
I made a comment on Idaho Hillbilly. I said, you better not let Grizz see all them cats.
Yeah, I thought about leaving him a comment on there. I didn't read the comments this morning, but
Yeah, I put one on there. He hadn't responded yet, or not that I have seen.
yeah.
We used to have cats.
I don't know how many cats he's got. I know I seen 2 at a time.
Bobblehead has cats. If they want to razz about
Idaho Hillbilly's running that snowblower. It looks about like a pea ant trying to push a bale of hay.
Yeah, I kept on wondering if that dog was going to jump in the front of it when he was biting at that snow.
Say it again, Grizz. I
kept on thinking that dog was going to run on into the snowblower when he was chasing after that snow.
Yeah. Caroline, good morning to you.
You got some other channels you can razz about cats. With all their stray cats that come in. Yeah.
I went and checked the mail a little bit ago. It's hard telling when it's going to show up. I got me a new hat coming.
I'm getting a new hat.
Yep.
What kind?
Of course, you know I'm a Democrat, so you can figure out what that says on that hat.
Something about Trump.
No.
I was hoping I had it to show you, but I don't know. I hope it's big enough that you can read it. But I put on there, don't blame me. I didn't vote for Trump.
I like it. I like it.
Well, I don't know exactly what's going to take place, and this is all I'm going to say about it. But if they don't do something, that's going to really hurt the economy, because the people that's not getting their money, they're not spending the money. You understand? And it just trickles down.
Well, now you know how I feel about Trump, but I got to add this to it with what's happening and everything. And in a way, now you know how I feel about Trump, but in a way, I'm opposed to this border wall. Okay, first of all, I got to say that I don't think that that's a solution. But you know, ever since Reagan legalized, I don't know how many million illegal immigrants at that time, with the promise that they were going to fix the problem, and nobody has done anything with it since. Okay, I think it's fantastic that Trump says, okay, I was voted in on this stand that I was going to build the wall. I'm going to stand my ground. We're going to have this wall. You guys have had 40 years to fix illegal immigration problems. You haven't done a damn thing. Now we're going to get to business. We're going to deal with it. And then we're going to start by showing that we're going to do something by building the wall. I don't agree with the wall, but I do support him because he was elected on that stance. Just like Obama, when he ran for office, when he was elected, one thing I really admire about Obama is he fulfilled most of his campaign promises. His campaign promises why I voted against him, but he was one of the few that actually fulfilled their campaign promises for the most part. So that's my take on that. And with that said, you know, I got to say I got respect for Trump on the same way if he gets this through. I don't like it, but it's what he ran on. And you know what? I really think that Pelosi and Schumer or whatever, they need to get out of the way and say, okay, we will work with you on this law, but you got to work with us on some other stuff. I think they're all being a bunch of crybabies. You know, it's kind of a BS deal, and I don't hold one as long. And here's another deal: as far as the government shutdown is concerned, I could care less. You know how long I've been shut down out of work when I was contracting, but I didn't have paycheck coming on in. I always had to find a budget myself. These people have a great income. They can budget for these times, and they know that this stuff's going to happen. And if they have a plan for it, I don't feel sorry for them.
Yep. You got to save money for a rainy day.
Yep. And you know that they're going to get all that money back. So, you know, they will spend that money.
Yeah, then it'll boost stuff. Yeah. Well, the thing of it is, I'm not against the wall. Okay. I'm just against the way he's trying to do it. And do you know how long it's going to take to build something like that? It'll never be finished in his time of office. They'll never finish the wall. If they start it, it'll never be finished.
Well, yeah, it's not like they're talking about building the whole border wall.
But what they need to do is they need to quit letting people come in. We've got enough people here to take care of. And it's just not the Mexicans. It's all immigrants. And I'm not going to name them and call them out because I don't know that much about it. But it needs to stop. And I don't think that the wall will solve the solution.
You're right. The wall won't. The wall will not solve. It won't solve it. As long as we keep on dangling that carrot up over that wall, they will find a way to come over, under it, around it, or whatever. As long as we're not fixing policy, and that's my deal. Is we've had 40 years to fix policy. You haven't done it yet. Screw you. I'm doing it my way. We're building a wall. I get that. You know, I think policy is the best way. But you know what? If you ain't going to fix policy, we got to build that wall. Even though that wall will not be effective, you know.
They'll still walk through the gate.
But, I just...
They'll turn a blind eye.
Here's what really frustrates me about this whole deal, and nobody is getting this. Nobody. I mean, this whole deal isn't about the illegal immigrants. It's not about the wall or anything else. This is all a deal about dividing America and conquering, to conquer America, to take our rights away. That's all this is about, is to get people at fighting each other, not listening and coming together and figuring out reasonable manners on how we can deal with stuff. And that's been the way all along for years. That we're not going to, because if you go back clear then, when Reagan was president and said, let's fix this border issue, and they didn't, who were the people that were being affected? It was me, the farm workers and stuff, the low income people. We were the ones that had to compete with them against their jobs. So nobody cared. Well, everybody said, well, we got to have somebody to pick our lettuce. We got to have somebody to work our fields. We had plenty of people to work their fields, but they didn't want to pay us the value of what it was worth when we could get illegal immigrants to come up here to do the job for cheap. Same with building our houses or mowing our yards, all that stuff. But now we start bringing in all these illegal immigrants from overseas with these educated jobs to do this stuff, and then they don't go home. And that's what this illegal immigration deal is about, is because now the people with education are being affected by this income, by this work, and their jobs are getting cut. So all of a sudden, now it's to the attention. We got to deal with the illegal immigrants. But the problem still is not to fix the lower income. It's to fix the middle income. It's all about divide and conquer. They're not going to fix the problem. They're going to fix a problem.
Chris, I got a solution. You need to run for president. I'd vote for you.
I'd be assassinated.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, people would hate me more than Trump. Mm.
Caroline, I agree with you, but my issue is we've got veterans. We have people homeless right here. I don't know what to do to fix it, but we need to concentrate on what we have here instead of concentrating on getting people in legally. Stop. You know?
Well, we need to stop criminalizing the illegal immigrants, because to me, to come here, quote unquote, illegally, we're all here illegally, if you want to really take a look at it. You know, we're all here, most of us are here illegally. So if you take a look at that, we need to stop criminalizing the illegal immigrant and criminalize those who knowingly hire an illegal immigrant.
Okay.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I want to be able to go to Mexico and Canada freely without having to get harassed and stuff. I want to go down there and I want to visit. You know, I want to go down there and enjoy the sun or whatever. And then I want to be able to turn around and come back. I will. And I want the Hispanics down there to be able to do the same thing. Not have to worry about, you know, well, am I going to be checked for my card? You know, I mean, that's
world.
We ran just fine for many years that way. And all of a sudden, oh no, that don't work no more.
Caroline, you are correct. You know, we have people, and I don't know how to solve this problem, okay? But we have people that can't afford their medicine. And medicine is crazy. I mean, if I didn't have insurance and health, I've got one pill I just got for my diabetes. It was $1,700. No, I didn't pay it. Between their card and my insurance, it didn't cost me a dime. And the name of it is Jardius. I know you've seen it on TV. It is a good pill. They had another pill that we think, between me and my sister, we think was better. But our insurance quit paying for it, so we couldn't afford the copay. But it was Invicana. So if I didn't have the help, I couldn't afford it. There's no way.
Yeah. But see, healthcare shouldn't even be an issue. Our healthcare was just fine. Our healthcare in this nation up till about 30, 40 years ago was just fine. And they turned it into something that it was never meant to be.
Well, the problem with the healthcare is your providers, which is your doctors and your hospitals, because they gouge. You got to have this. They look at it and say, oh, your insurance will cover it. You need this. Oh, we need another test. That's just like every 3 months, I go have a blood test. I'm not saying it's not required or helpful, but that's $400.
Well, that's like a friend of mine. Well, he's not with us anymore. He died of brain cancer, but he's the guy that sold me my liability insurance for my business. And so he was an insurance salesman. And he had two daughters, two twin daughters. Both of them were married about the same time, got married about the same time, got pregnant about the same time, all that stuff. One of them had a state job with full blown insurance through the state, and the other one had a job with a small outfit that they did have insurance, but it wasn't nothing like the state job insurance. Both of them going to the doctor. The one that had the state job, they were scheduling her in for a sonogram every month.
Right.
And the other girl, they scheduled her in for one sonogram. So she asked, "What to do? Why is my sister getting, one every month, and I'm only getting one scheduled for the whole term?"
Yeah.
Well, her dad finally broke it on down to her. He says, "Look, it's because of the insurance. The doctors know that they have insurance that they'll get paid for it. Your insurance will only pay one. So your doctor says you only need one. But her doctor over says you need more because your insurance will pay for more when it's not needed." That's what the doctors are doing. But it even goes deeper. It goes back before that. Before the doctor, the doctors gouging insurance like that started when government started getting involved and telling how much Medicare will pay for certain services. That's when gouging started happening. Up to a certain point, Medicare if you doctor billed Medicare, they paid it. Medicare says we can save some money, and so they started putting a cap on everything. What they would pay for, and that's when gouging started happening, which when government regulated what insurance could do.
That's right. Well, I am very fortunate. Pam worked for the government, okay? And she retired in 2010. And she has an insurance that she has to pay for out of her retirement, but it pays wonderful. And she worked hard for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had a less paying job, and my employers kind of held a thumb under me as far as advancing. So I didn't have enough money to actually put back and save,
Mm-hmm.
And I had insurance with them. They actually paid the whole premium, but the co-pays was very high. Hello, Patrick.
Mm-hmm. All I know is back in '79 when I broke my back, I was paying about $28 a month for my insurance policy that I had. And that $28 a month, I had a $500 deductible, but included in that $28 was a $500 miscellaneous, which covered any deductible. So I actually had 100% up to $3 million paid for any medical that happened. And then on top of that, on this $28, not only was it a health insurance that covered accident, sickness, and all that stuff, it also included disability. I received $1,200 a month as long as I couldn't work after I broke my back. And this was all from Mutual of Omaha, the insurance company. I was paying $28 a month in 1979 for this insurance that paid me $1,200 a month when I broke my back and couldn't work so I could live, and it paid all my medical bills for $28 a month. Now, what has happened since 1979? And Mutual of Omaha was making money. What happened was after that, governments got involved in what insurance, with what Medicare would pay. Doctors started learning the tricks of gouging.
That's exactly right.
Well, that they also started shutting down a bunch of our county hospitals that gave a lot of free services. They started looking for reasons to shut them down. And yes, they did have some problems, but they provided more good than they did harm. Well, now I'm all worked up. I got to go have a cigarette.
Oh no, Chris!
I'm going to lose chat for a bit here because I'm unplugging this from the computer. And I'll take you out with me. You can tell me if they're talking behind my back.
Okay. Well, Patrick, are you running your own playlist?
Here, I'll show you what I'm doing here. See, I don't keep the cigarettes on in here. The pack. I have a smoked one. I just come out, take a puff or two off of it, and then call that good, put it out, and have another puff later.
There you go. Cough it up.
Smoking's glamorous.
Yeah, I understand. Well, you stay with it, Grizz. I got confidence in you. You'll make it.
Oh, I'm gonna. I'm. It might take me a year or two. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm not going to give up trying until I win.
As long as you're here to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if I'm correct. So if I'm wrong with this, I'm sorry. But I have read or heard that once you quit, that you have no cigarettes at all. It takes 7 years to repair. Now, I don't know if it ever repairs completely.
Well, I'm not very informed on this myself. So, I mean, let's see here. How would I put this? I hear there's ways that you can repair your lungs to some extent. You cannot repair them 100%, but as soon as you quit smoking completely, then yeah, you can reverse some of the damage. I've been doing some studying, and we have a bunch of mullein here. I went out to go collect a bunch yesterday, and the mullein here is all moldy and wet and no good now. So it's the wrong time of year. I was going to try to collect them. I want to have to try to find some. But what I'm reading on mullein is you can smoke that, and it will help clear out the congestion in your lungs and help. It will actually help heal your lungs. And there's other ways to use it too, but they even recommend it mullein for people that never smoked. But they say if you never smoked, don't smoke the mullein. There's other ways to use it to clear your lungs. But so I'm looking to get some mullein, and they're saying mix of mullein with like raspberry. Well, I ain't got no raspberry leaves around here, but I got plenty of blackberry leaves, so I thought maybe I'd give that a try. But eventually when I'm not having as much withdrawals from the nicotine, and then it's more of the hand to mouth type of deal that the something to do with the hands. I thought I would try smoking some herbs that way.
Okay. Enlighten us. What is mullein?
It's Indian asswipe.
Didn't get it. Say it again.
Indian asswipe. Butt wipe. No, I'm serious.
Well, I hope
that's
the Indians used it.
It's mullein is a plant that grows for about 2 years. It has a soft green color leaf. It's about, they're pretty good sized broad leaf. they're really velvety. The leaf is really soft and velvety. I mean, it feels really soft to the touch and stuff. That's why it makes such great toilet paper. It's softer than Charmaine. You know, I mean, it's just really pleasant. So if you're out in the woods and you come across this nice soft velvety leaf, you know, it's great for a fire starter. It has some healing properties. You know, to smoke it, helps congestions in the lungs and stuff. The Indians actually used to collect it in their fires around their camps, where they'd dump a bunch of it in the fires when they were having a lung sickness or something. They would dump it in their fires to help heal their lungs.
Okay.
So I mean, it was, but it has a lot of healing properties. It's the first year it's only about 8 tall, but the leaves do get big. But the second year it has a stem that shoots up about 3 feet tall, and it has a whole bunch of like yellow flowers on it. That's when it's going to seed for then the plant dies off, and the seeds start new plants the following year.
Okay.
Yeah, Google it up on your computer. And you can go to like Google Images.
Okay.
And
I got a doorbell going off. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me see if I can, without losing chat here. Let me see if I can reconnect the internet so I can, without losing Hangouts. So let's see if I can reconnect so I can read chat in here again. Let's see here. Cancel on that. Hope I don't lose y'all here. I can't see anything now. Go to my settings. More hotspot tethering, USB tether. Successfully connected. And it appears that I'm still here. Cool. Okay, now I got to open up a new chat window because it logged me on out.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and tell your story, but guess what? I got a package.
Cool. What did you get?
Well, you know what it is. I'll open it here in just a minute. You go ahead and tell me what you found out about mullion.
Oh, yeah. Here, just like now that I'm getting logged back on the internet, I can post the link. I can't share it. If I had to signed on with my computer with you, I could share it on here. But
well, you can just put a link. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
You've got a wrench, so.
Oops. My computer is slow.
Well, hello, Tammy Sprinkle.
Hi, you beautiful Tammy. By the way, Kim, I ordered another phone. Another mobile phone. So we're going to have a third line. I'm going to, that will give me another 50 gigabyte of data. And
cool.
See if I can. That'll give me a, so I want to be able to start doing more live streams.
Well, that's good.
Plus, I'll be able to post everybody. I'll be able to post everybody my new phone number because I can turn that phone off when I'm not in live stream.
Okay, Grizz, I'm gonna lock on me.
Okay.
You'll see it here first. I ordered this from Fyffe Press. That's the name of the company. And we'll get her all tuned up here. All right.
You got to wear that on Iron Dog 63's live chat.
Well, if I ever catch him, I will. I know this ain't a great quality of a cap, but it'll get the Let's see if I got it. Yeah,
It'll get the message out.
one more notch bigger.
I don't to see.
And I don't think that this is.
Hey, show the hat again. My wife wants to see it.
I don't think that it's disrespectable. It's just saying I don't blame me. I didn't vote for Trump.
That's cool.
And you
I
know,
like it.
Bob and
That's cool.
Bobby McNutt, they're always wearing Trump hats. Well, here's my Trump hat.
Yeah. There, I posted a link to the Mullion.
Okay, let me bring it up and I'll bookmark it so I can read it a little better.
And then I'm also going to post another link. These are just images of what it looks like. But you'll be able to do a search on there, and it might tell you what it's about, stuff, give you more. But in order to tell you any of that stuff, I'd have to give you like 20 different links to get all the information.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Is that the same link? Yeah. All right. So I hope I don't lose subscribers, but I'm telling the truth. I did not vote for him.
Yeah, I just posted a second link in there. Hey, you know what? If you lose subscribers because of political differences, you don't want them as subscribers anyway.
Well, I don't badmouth people because they voted for him. I'm just saying I didn't vote for him.
Yeah. Well, as long as everybody can respect everybody's views and we can all come together and listen, we don't have to agree. We don't have to but we don't have to trash the other people's opinions either and their views.
How do you pronounce this guy's name? Boy's World? Boy's World?
I don't know if that's Bowie or Boy. It's got to be Bowie's World.
Okay. Thank you for the comment. Let me check out your channel and make sure that I'm current with you. I am.
Yeah, Caroline, you can make a tea with it. And actually, I got a friend of mine that he makes a cough drop with it. He makes a tea, and then he makes a cough drop using honey. I got to get with him because using coffee or using the tea and honey, it doesn't. If you use sugar, it will crystallize and make it hard. He doesn't use sugar, and he can still get it with honey to crystallize it. It makes a great cough drop. So I'm going to have him teach me how to make those.
So what you're saying, Grizz, is you make a tea and drink it. You don't smoke it.
Well, there's several different ways that it's used. You can make a tea. You can make a candy. You can smoke it. There's many applications, many ways that you can use it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put the name of this place that I got this hat. But I mean, if you want something printed, a shirt, a hat, a cup, it's a great company. I've had good luck with it.
Cafe Press?
Cafe Press. Let's see if I can grab you a link.
Well, I've been having Teesprings do my printing for me.
Well, I got a sour taste in my mouth about Teespring.
Your cup didn't come back.
I had a cup printed and it didn't come out very good.
Yours didn't either.
Well, I kind of got a same story. And this is all my fault. This part of it is my fault. Where's that box on?
Oh, where did I set it?
It was over here. I'm not sure where it's at now.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, is that
That's
it?
not
Okay.
Yeah. Where did it? Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't.
Let's see.
Oh, I think my wife lost it.
No, it's right there. It should be.
Got thrown out in the trash.
Right here. Throw it in.
Yeah. I notified Teesprings about this mistake, and they said send us a picture and we'll take care of it. So it's on me that I haven't since taken a picture of it, to show them what's wrong. I can't blame them on that part of it, that I haven't done my part. But this is not what I had ordered or how I had it. Come on, open up. Okay, now on here, on this side of the cup here, let's see if you can get it on the screen there. Can you read that?
Oh, I'm on another screen. Hang on a second, Grizz. Let me minimize this. Okay, move it to the other way a little bit. Have a cup of shut up and listen. Good job. I put
Okay.
it up.
And then on this side, it's supposed to be my logo that I have of me in the black and white picture. You've seen that with me sitting in front of the saw.
Yeah.
It's on some of my channel icons, not on this one, but anyway, it's supposed to be this logo that I have that you see in chat here. I have a logo like it that's black and white, and this is supposed to be a black and white picture of my logo on my chat. Where you see me chat. They didn't print the back side of it. This is all that I got. And I notified them. I told them that they didn't print the back side. They told me to send a picture, and I haven't done that. So, but other than that, I'm happy with what they did on this part of it. I just ain't seen the picture yet. Now I ordered this a couple of months ago, and I don't know if they'll still take care of it on. I procrastinated.
Now, Teespring, I contacted them and I told them that the printing at the bottom did not show up, and they agreed and they refund my money. Now I got this printed at Cafe Press. Okay, now see, you can read the bottom. But now I actually went in and made it more bold. But Sandra's Spun Life Homestead or something like that. I apologize for butchering it, but she actually made this logo for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I messed up. You see how it's at the end of the cup? When I was in there looking at my hat, I could have moved it around over here to where you could read it when I was drinking my cup. But I wanted a total black coffee cup, and Teespring didn't offer it.
Right.
So that's kind of my fault, But hey, I'll tell you what, I think they did a fine, outstanding job printing this one.
Oh, yeah. Now, what did they charge you for that cup?
The cup?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't remember. It's been so long, maybe 12, 15 bucks. I don't know. And where I was only buying one, it didn't matter. I think that I actually paid like $21 for this hat.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter because this is what I wanted. It was
Mm-hmm.
me, and I bought it. I wouldn't try to make up a logo of mine to sell. You know, I guess I could and give away, but and the front of the hat is kind of like a foam. It wouldn't really be a work hat that you could wear out working because man, it would soak up the sweat and what have
Well,
you.
I got for you. But bear with me. What is it that you say at the end of all your live streams?
May the peace and the power of the Lord be with you.
Okay. Now, here's your logo. You know those Darth Vader swords or whatever, those kid swords that you can get with the orange or pink or purple lights or whatever? You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
But get one of those. Put your shorts on. Stand up in the hot tub with that sword. So you got a picture of the Darth Vader sword or whatever. And then that wording on there. May the power of the Lord, may the peace of the power of the Lord, you know, put that saying on there.
Well, that'd be okay.
Funny.
But she made this logo for me in case people, because it's still kind of hard. But at the beginning of my videos, I've got this. It's a Kim Fyffe thing. You wouldn't understand it. Okay, so then it's got YouTube, Google Ads, and at the bottom it says, "Don't click on the ads." Thanks for supporting. Let's see. See, I can hardly read it. Thanks for watching and supporting and your support. Thanks for watching and your support. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't actually use that cup to actually drink out of. I have before, but when Pam went to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, she brought me back this cup one time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice big cup, and it's black on the inside. The reason why I want black, you don't have to clean it that often. The only thing I do is pour more coffee in there.
Hey, I gotta ask Fat Boy something. Hey, Fat Boy, will you give me a manicure? How's it going, Fat Boy?
But I'm surprised my sister ain't been in here. I want her to see my hat.
Who's
She's
that?
She's all for,
his sister, yeah.
She's all for Trump.
Is she?
Oh yeah.
The sign was down. Knock that off that tree. Oh, Lord, the mother would snap that sign down.
Well, I like some of the stuff that Trump does. My biggest deal is him as a person. I think he's a dick as a person. Now, I do like some of his political values.
Well, I haven't found any. I haven't found any that I would like.
What about?
And
What's that? Why
they,
he's in trouble?
they've done everything they could to pin him down. What doesn't make sense to me is his lawyer did what he was told to do, and his lawyer's going to prison, and
he
Trump's
should.
just walking around free.
That's wrong.
Well,
He should go to prison too.
you know what? His lawyer is the one that I find guilty on that part, because his lawyer should have told that is illegal. I can't do it, and I'm going to stand up and say no, because he's the lawyer. He knows better.
He knew better.
Okay, and the lawyer is there to keep his client out of trouble. So the client says, "Hey, I want you to do this." The lawyer needs to say, "No, I can't not do that. That's illegal." And if the lawyer does it, knowing that it's a crime, then he's more at fault than the person that's telling him to do it.
But the president could be at fault too.
We've all heard the saying, by the judge. The judge will tell you ignorance of the law is no damn excuse.
I think
Okay, well, that really especially stands up for a lawyer.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you, but money talks.
Yep, greed got in the way.
Check. If Trump wrote him a big enough check, he did what he did to get paid.
Yeah, greed got in his way. I don't feel sorry for the lawyer. No.
Trump should get in trouble though too.
Well,
he knew what he was doing.
Okay, well, you know what? Go based on that, and I kind of get where y'all's coming from on it, but based on that, I'm going to say that 99% of all the corporate wealthy businessmen need to go to prison for the same reason, because they're all doing that same thing. The reason why it's coming out on Trump doing it is because he's the president, and they're going after, to make him look bad. And I don't think anybody needs to go after him to make him look bad. I think he looks bad enough already, but that's neither here nor there.
There you go.
But the fact of the matter is, they need to not just single out him on this deal. They need to single out all of them on Capitol Hill that are doing this. I mean, Trump ran on the deal that he was going to drain the swamps. That is right there is what the swamps is made out of, is people like him and their lawyers going to the Capitol Hill and buying off all this different stuff illegally. Pull the plug on the swamps, drain it. But you ain't going to do it by just going after one person. You got to go after them all.
That's true. That is true.
Well, you wouldn't have nobody up there.
That's right.
Hey, America would be great again if we didn't have anybody up there. That's right. 2 wrongs do not make a right.
Okay, let's see. I bet that link is too big. Maybe if I erase part of it. I'm trying to post a link where I got my hat. I think I'm going to come up with it.
Well, I can get that. What did you say? It's called Cafe Express?
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's it. And if you want something special other than what they offer, you click up there at the top where it says design your own. Now, I don't know if they would sell your logo, like if you designed a cup like Teespring or stickers or whatever, to where somebody could buy it directly from them. I don't know.
Now, what I want to know about with Cafe Express is Cafe Press. Can you put their logo advertisement on your channel like I do with on mine? If you go to my channel page, you'll see it's this one thing that I don't like about Teesprings is if you go back there down there on the right hand corner on my main page, you'll see where it has my PayPal link and all that stuff, and then you'll see this little tiny mustache, pink mustache. It doesn't say anything on it, but that's the Teesprings, logo. You can click on that and it takes you to my store. But it's so dang small, nobody knows what it is. They never click on it. And I was just wondering if I went through Cafe Press, if I would be able to use their logo on my channel, because I know that YouTube will not allow you to put just any link on there.
That I don't know, but you could post this link in your description.
Yeah, I could put it on the description, but I mean, I'd want it on my channel banner too.
But I don't know if they have a store. I mean, like you have a store that you can buy your logo directly.
Yeah. Yeah, I set up my own storefront, and design my own storefront on in there and design all my own items in there. Yeah.
You can click on that link or just type it in Cafe Press and I'm looking at the link now. I don't know. I don't know if they would allow you all content copyrighted. So they do have a copyright.
They don't have a copyright of yours.
How's it going, Dale?
Well, hello, Dale Hicks. Haven't seen you for a while. But anyhow, I think you could create a logo with them. I don't know as you would be able to put it on there like you do with Teespring. You have to look at it. But I'm sure you can mess up with ordering through them if you don't do it just quite right. It took me 3 phone calls to figure out how to do this because I didn't want all of the text black. Okay, let me click on here. I didn't want all the text black. I wanted vote red so it would stand out. So I had to make 3 different text boxes. I had to do the 2 lines on top and get that on the hat and then click off of that and then click on and turn it to red and make vote. And then I had to keep moving it right where I wanted it. Just like you do on your editing on your thumbnails.
Yeah.
I had a bucket hat made, and I forget who and it might have been through Teespring. And the print, the front was so small, you had to have a magnifying glass almost to read it. So I found this, and this is called a trucker's hat.
Yeah, I'm looking on in here to see if they do have a storefront.
But maybe they might start one. They get an interest.
I don't see it at this part. Maybe I got to go.
Now, you can call them and talk to them in person.
Maybe they'll start a storefront.
I wouldn't try today.
No.
I'd try on a weekday because I called them 3 different times. I told them, I said, I'm just too dumb. You're going to have to enlighten me how to do this. And they was really, really great about it. And then I ordered the hat. And then I opened up my email and I found a coupon. So I called them back and I said, oh, I messed up. I didn't get that coupon on there. She said, well, it amounts to about $4 and I'll take that off of your shipping. So it knocked my hat down to $20 and something.
That's one thing that I'm disappointed with Teesprings is they don't have the hats. I would like to. I wish they did have hats. So I mean, that's one reason why I'd like to look for another company.
Well, now you can check out the hats here, and they have designed hats.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I mean, they'll have a hat where you just put the name. Okay, I got Idaho Hillbilly, them beanie caps, and I put Idaho Hillbilly in their state, and it wouldn't let me change it. It just has the name and the location.
Mm-hmm. For Night World, I haven't tried. I don't know about the zinc lozenges. I do have a bunch of lozenges that I have been using, so I'm not just using just the hard candy. I do have some lozenges too, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of them are the zinc ones. Ruins the taste of the cigarette. Well, I can tell you, these cigarettes don't taste very good anymore.
That's good. Love that.
Fat boy, you still here? Oh, I missed 320 Homestead. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Let me check out your channel, make sure I got you covered. We don't advertise sub for sub, but if I see somebody coming in here, I try to show them some channel love. And I am, and she has 152 subs. Check out her channel. Everybody deserves a chance.
I just thought of what I need to do with this cup. I need to mail this cup to Big Steve.
Oh, okay.
Because he's pretty mouthy. He's entertaining mouthy, but he's pretty mouthy.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him personally here for quite a while.
He's all right, guy. I enjoy battering with him.
Oh yeah, so do I. I just I don't think that you need to use that F word every time you open your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I think. They're not fun.
Yeah, sometimes the language gets a little bit strong, and
now when
he's gotten better at a lot of that, though.
When I was working, I was terrible about it.
Yep.
And then after I got onto YouTube and understood of how it was sounding coming through there, I quit it. Now I'm liable to get caught up in the moment and say it,
Oh yeah, I'm not no saint. I mean, I've used words that I shouldn't from time to time. I try not to cuss per se anymore, and I still do.
I yell at people.
My wife cusses more than I do.
I don't cuss. I don't cuss at all. I get after you. That's not appropriate in God's house. God lives here. In this house.
They've got a deal up on the river today. They're supposed to do a polar bear plunge about 2 o'clock today at the Wabash River, to where they go in the water. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it for donations for cancer.
Cool. Yeah, Bobby, one of those sums was mine.
You got a yellow flag.
The other one was my wife's.
What?
Gave him a thumbs down this morning in Bobby's channel.
I never gave him a thumbs down.
Oh yeah, don't lie, hon. One was from one was from me, and the other one was from my wife.
I didn't give any thumbs down. I like his channel. And he has a nice wife.
Oh, he knows I'm just kidding, Deanne.
And they make a good couple.
Oh, I didn't show you this link here, Kim. Maybe you can do a screen share of it.
Okay, I'm looking at Bobby. I just give you another thumbs up. Let's see, is that a live stream? Okay, I'll sit there and let that run. So why would you have got a yellow flag? I get a yellow flag every time I make a live stream.
Okay, here's y'all check out this link right here. I think that link there, Bobby needs to use that to make his channel banner.
Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, I got it. We don't want screen share that one.
I just showed some dude. I just showed some dude in lace pink panty underwear.
No, he's out there campaigning for breast cancer.
Hey, Bobby, try to watch really carefully how you title your videos, because that's one of the largest things. Just the simplest stuff that you think can be really stupid can cause the yellow flag. But if you get it after you get 2 or 3 yellow flags fairly close together, they'll start yellow flagging you for everything. So try not to get the yellow flags, so they don't watch you so close on it.
Well, I made that one video with the snow on the hot tub, and I just titled it Hot Tub. All right. So they put that yellow flag, where you won't get as many subscribers, or advertisements. So I changed it to hot tub in the wintertime. Nope, didn't work. So I finally just took the word hot off of there and put tub in the wintertime. And it went through. And so what is so bad about naming it hot tub? I mean, everybody's got, no, not everybody. No, wrong word. A lot of people have a hot tub. And
Probably because it's associated. It was already associated. And, you know, that word hot was already associated, you know, with some stuff that it's all in the analytics. It's not a human brain making those decisions at that point of the deal. It's all in the analytics is how they make those decisions. And the word hot, once it's been used, and they assume that the word hot is in the reference to a woman that is a little bit too explicit, and the computer can't decipher. Once they associate that word in these analytics, you can change the word and still have the hot on in there, and they're still associating it in a direction that it was never intended to be meant.
Yeah, that's what happened, because I had finally got the tub open, you know, got the snow all cleared, and opened the tub and just took a video of it, and nobody was in it. I didn't even show my face. I just said, okay, I finally got it opened up. I'm going to get in the hot tub with a cup of coffee. That was it.
Just say, I'll be right back. I got to go grab another one.
So, Bobby, do you live in Mobile or close to Mobile, Alabama? Uh-oh. We got another nail.
Yeah. It's a heck of a battle, but man, it's wet out here this morning. Rained all night long. But I think it's
5 miles northeast of Mobile, Alabama. Well, you're about straight north of where Pam's at today. Let's see if I can get the because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Is she going to be able to see Bobby on her return trip?
No, she's it's not that she don't want to see Bobby. She's with the other women, so.
Yeah.
And when they leave down there, that lady that's driving, she's got to get home. She's got an appointment the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So they will get here late. It'll be late Wednesday night.
Hopefully they don't run into any snow problems coming home.
Well, I think it's supposed to go away by then, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't been following what's happening on the East Coast with the weather.
Okay, Bobby, I'm going to type in the name of the town that she's at. And Grizz, you can give it a shot on how to pronounce it, because I have no idea.
Well, I'll give it a shot. I don't know that I'll be able to pronounce it, but I'll give it a try.
But that's where she's at. So she's not too far away. They
Nazar?
Navarre. Okay.
That's how I'm reading it, but
Okay. They drove up into Florida, and she gave me the name of the town, or not Florida, but Alabama. They drove back up into Alabama, and they went to Lambert's. That's where the restaurant is that they throw the rose. They had a good time there.
I wouldn't mind the snow, but I tell you what, you can have the 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow. Well, Fat Boy,
That could be like
you're way north.
that could be like blizzard conditions.
Yeah. That's when you get the drifts. Now that it didn't snow here, it's supposed to cool off, so I don't know if it will or not. I don't think
Well, I'll
it's
tell you what, I'm ready for spring to get here, man. I want to get going on my garden.
it's only supposed to get down to 22. Let's see what it says for Sunday.
That's not bad for your area.
No,
That's cold for here, but not bad for your area.
let's see. 7 p.m. Sunday, it'll get down to no 9 p.m. It'll get down to 17, and then at 11 p.m. it'll get down to 16. Still not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah. See, now we usually have temperatures that drop down to 5 to 10 degrees above zero for maybe 3 or 4 days each winter. But we very seldom do we actually get down below say 25. 25 for us is actually pretty cold here. We're usually above freezing and getting a lot of rain. But this winter here has actually been a warmer winter for us than normal. I mean, it's been, right now the temperature is about almost 50 degrees out right now.
Wow.
Yeah, even though I got my poncho on here, I just got my shorts on. I mean, I'm not dressed or nothing.
Well, it says it's 37 here. Well, if the temperature dropped just a little bit and it was still raining, it'd change to snow. And the way it looks, we probably won't get any. But if it gets down to 16, it won't snow. Too cold. Might have freezing rain or ice, but the perfect snow temperature is about 33 degrees. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just right close to freezing, but not.
Yeah.
If it freezes, it won't snow. I've argued that point I don't know how many times, and people disagree with me. Well, you watch it.
It's a freezing point.
Go ahead.
We get snow when it's down to 20 degrees and stuff, but then it's just a little tiny flakes.
Right.
It's not so much of anything. It's like you're saying, 32, 33 degrees. That's when you're going to get the heavier snows.
Chocolate Mint is in Southwest Florida, 78 degrees. Blow it up here. I'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah, that's about as warm as in the mid 70s is where I like it. Anything warmer than that, man, it's starting to get too warm for me anymore.
Well, here we've got to have the cold weather. or we'd have disease and bugs. You know, it would be
Yeah, you got to have cold snaps to kill all that stuff off.
right.
Otherwise, you'd be like Florida and stuff with all their insects and pests, and you know, down in Alabama and the skeeters and all that, the fleas, the ticks.
Well, you know, when I went down to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, there's no standing water down there to speak of.
Uh-huh.
And I just never did see any mosquitoes. And I'll tell you what, folks, if there's one mosquito in a 40-mile radius, it'll find me. And I never had any trouble with mosquitoes.
Yeah. Just a second. I'll be right back.
Now, I had trouble with gnats. And we have what they call buffalo gnats here. They're little no-see-ums. I think they nickname them also. Man, they bite and they hurt. And they like to get up around your eyes. And if one of them bites you there, wow. Your eyes will swell up. I've seen people have to go to the doctor because they got bit where their eyes was. Hello.
Okay.
I don't know as I have, Jade. I've seen a swarm of gnats before. Well, Jade, I don't know who you are, but I am sub to you.
Oh, we've had the black fly. We do get the black flies around here, but not like they do up further north, like up in Canada and Alaska. But it's still the same black fly. We just don't get them as predominant as they do further north.
That one year we had a bunch of problems with gnats. They get into the deer's nose, and they call it blue tongue. It kills the deers. Well, anyhow, Jade, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. There you go. Open that candy up.
Yeah.
I've been eating them cough drops like they're no tomorrow. Hey there, Sparky.
Hey, Sparky.
Sparky. Yes, sir. Everybody check out Sparky and Jade.
Sparky is drunken one.
Sparky is drunken one, yep.
And the guy's an animal when it comes to eating hot peppers. Not as much as an animal as Iron Dog's boy is, but he's still an animal at it.
Oh, I didn't see Iron Dog's boy.
Oh man, Iron Dog's boy eats the Carolina Reapers like candy. Doesn't even break it. I swear that boy could eat that boy could eat nuclear waste.
I just don't have any desire to eat something that's hot. You know, I know when you're cooking, you need to put some pepper in the food to make it have some flavor. But when you get it to the point that it's painful to eat, it's just not kosher, you know.
But I like pushing it to that point. I like my heat just below the point where it's painful.
We can do without it. Now, if that's the way you want your food, that's wonderful.
Well, it is true that the hot and spicy foods do open up your flavor buds where you absorb more of the flavors.
Well, never thought
And
about that, but I guess it would. It opens up your nostrils, I'll say that.
that's why smokers enjoy hot foods more so than non-smokers per se.
Well, I
Because
know
it does.
I know that when I quit smoking, food tasted so much better.
Mm-hmm. I haven't. I'm in the process, Sparky. I haven't completely quit yet. I'm smoking 8-10 cigarettes a day, but I mean, I'm fighting through it.
Hey, Sparky,
I'm not going to quit until I have quit.
Sparky, I got me a new hat.
Can you read that, Sparky? Don't blame me. I didn't vote for Trump.
And I'm just saying that's what I done.
Okay, I gotta see who's trying to contact me. Yeah, nothing important.
Oh, this Jade Dish Company, it's called Cafe Press. I personally designed it. And since it was a white, it's called a trucker's hat. I had the front black and just the boat red. I didn't want the whole thing red. And like I said, it took me 3 phone calls and I finally figured out how to do it. Okay, Grizz, I don't want to shut this down, but I think I better go check on my little hound because I haven't taken him out the potty for a little bit. It won't take him very long. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be here.
So you keep up the chat going.
I'll do my best. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, Sparky. That food will taste too good, and then I'll really gain the weight. I'm already 230 pounds. I'd like to get down to about 200, but I'm trying to watch what I eat and when I eat and all that stuff. Take care, Jade. I got this bag of candies that Allie sent me, but I'm getting down. It's down to about that much. In the last 4 or 5 days, I've eaten probably. Well, this bag was almost 3/4 full. Now I'm down to 1/4 of the bag. Well, I got a bunch more candies around over here too. Yeah, smaller portions. And I'm trying to stay completely away from dairy products other than cheese. I got to have my cheese. But I'm trying to stay from dairy products and fatty foods and stuff. I'm trying to eat more of the vegetables, not even eating much of the meats, because I get enough protein with eggs that I get around here already. But I don't know. My wife said she's going to cook me up, steam cook me some broccoli and Brussels sprouts and stuff like that. And then I'll dip that, for a kind of snack. And I eat them fresh, but with no teeth, that type of stuff's hard to eat. But then I can just dip that in like a vinegar and oil dressing, munch on that. And that'll be good, and that won't be fattening. And I like that type of foods. But I still know that regardless, I am going to gain some weight. After I beat the smoking, then I'll tackle the weight issue a little bit more. But right now I'm focused mainly on the quit smoking. I'll address the weight issue later. I think when I can start breathing again, I'll be able to be a little bit more active than I am, which will help me lose some of the weight.
Well, you was talking about losing weight when I walked away. I've been trying to lose 5 pounds, and I've only got 15 more pounds to go.
You're trying to lose 5 and you got 15 to go? I hear you there. But don't lose weight like I did back in, it's been about 15 years ago now. I lost 50 pounds in 30 days, and it wasn't planned.
Wow. Well,
yeah, I went.
Go ahead.
I went from 230 down to 180 in 30 days.
Did you have the flu or what?
No, it was a lot of stress at that time. That's when my daughter had 3 major surgeries in like a 30-day period. Going up into that. And one of the surgeries is where they cut off her legs in 5 different places, the bones in her legs, and rotated them, pinned them back together. And I was working 12 hours a day, going to the hospital and all the different stuff. And I mean, I had a nervous breakdown during that time, and I lost 50 pounds in 30 days, and it wasn't a fun time.
I understand that nervous breakdown. I ended up in the hospital twice when I was fighting. Well, I wasn't fighting. I was trying to keep my wife healthy. I'm not talking about Pam. I'm talking about Karen, because she had diabetes real bad, and it was a challenge trying to work, and I wasn't getting any support from the people I was working with. They was pushing a lot of work on me, and I do it, So
I have done vaping, Sparky. And to tell you the honest truth, they don't work for me. I mean, I fried those batteries off of quick. But I mean, I will get a vape if I'm going to a spot, like if I'm having to go to the hospital for the day with my daughter or something. I will take I will buy a vaping cigarette.
Hello, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Well, will they
part of my deal, I did use some medication during that time too, Kim.
Will they let you do the vaping in the hospital?
No, but they don't allow smoking on the grounds at all. And with the vaping, hey, I mean, you're not even supposed to be on the grounds. But I'll go outside, I'll sneak it, or if I'm in the bathroom, whatever, and nobody's around, I'll take a vape, whatever. If nobody's seeing, nobody's going to say nothing.
You can't smell it.
Yeah. Sparky says, I tried the patch, but I couldn't keep it lit.
Well, you got that right.
I tried the patch about 20 years ago, and it actually was working pretty good for me when the climate, when everything was perfect, it worked great. But when it started raining, you know, it'd get wet. I couldn't keep it on, and then I was back to smoking. So then I waited until summertime, and during the summer you get hot and sweaty, and it went a stick, and it fall off again, and then I was back to smoking again. So the patch didn't work. What has been helping on a pretty good extent on the nicotine part is these nicotine lozenges. Let's see here. I got a bunch of these, and I eat 1 or 2 of these pills a day. You know, is all I take. You know, just to give me some nicotine. But that does help.
Now, I know you got the candy, but did you try cough drops, like the Hall's cough drop? It would give you the clearing.
Yeah. I have I have some cough drops that I use too. I use duct tape to hold it on too, but you know what? When you're hot and sweaty and you're active in the rain, whether you're, you know, that duct tape don't stick no more either, and it just wants to slide down.
Wow. Sparky was saying he quit the smokeless tobacco. I used to chew skull also, and I'd chew and smoke at the same time. You know, I did it all, and I finally just give it all up. And of course, I don't have very many teeth, but down here at the bottom, it has pushed the gums down from my teeth. Of course, I never did take care of my teeth.
No, Sparky, I don't have high blood sugar. I don't have high blood pressure. I'm actually, I mean, the doctors are very surprised at my fitness for all the smoking and drinking that I do. I mean, I just break all the rules for everybody on that. My only deal is my lungs, but my heart rate, it is a little bit fast. But for somebody that smoked as much as I did, it should be a whole lot faster. My blood pressure, what was the last time I checked? It was been quite a while now since I checked, but I'm thinking it was like 130 over 90, which isn't horrible bad considering that, you know, smoking 100 cigarettes a plus a day, you know, and stuff. So, I mean, it's
the bottom number's a little bit high. They want that under 80. But
yeah, my bottom number was a little bit high.
My bottom number's been like 70 something, but my top number's been running up in the 140. And I'm a thinking it's all this cold medicine I've been trying to take to keep my nose opened up and stuff. I cut way back on it. I use that. It's the Equate, but I used that Robitussin for a while. I quit that. And I'd take them Mucinex to open me up. That's where my cold gets me, is in my nose. If I can't breathe, boy, I've got trouble.
Well, if I think I can get my lungs back, I think I'll be as healthy as a horse. I very seldom get sick, any of that stuff.
Well, you know, for years I didn't get sick, but boy, I did this time, and I haven't even been around anybody other than I do go to the hospital, but I just go in there and get my food. I don't go see people. But, you know, it's in the air in the hospital, I'm sure. And of course, they go to Walmart. Who knows what lurks in there? And I go down to senior citizen, but see, I never stay. I spend more time in Walmart than any other place. But you know, you see somebody and you shake hands with them. There you go.
I don't see anybody hardly ever. I mean, just right here at home. I mean, I very seldom will go to a store. So I think that's a big part of it. Is that just if I'm going to get sick, it's because my daughter went to work and she brought something on home with her, and you know.
Hello, Karen, for you and Finite World. I think Finite's been in here for a while.
I also believe that me eating mainly from my garden, for the most part, having food that actually has nutritional value to it, I think is a huge factor of helping my immune system. I think the groceries that you buy at the store, man, that they're designed to make you sick.
Well, I don't know if they're designed intentionally, but they've got preservatives and stuff. So you are right.
Well, I don't think it's the preservatives that are net. I think the preservatives are more like a cancer causing. But the nutritional value is not there to build your immune system. Even without the preservatives in there, there's just no nutritional value to the food that you get on in the store. That's why you can eat a bunch and still be hungry down there.
Wow. 11 below, wind chill. For Karen, for you.
That's a little bit chilly.
Well, hello, Johnny Smith. Good morning. There's my produce seller.
Hey, Johnny.
That's where I get my tomatoes.
Yeah, I remember. He's the guy that won a share.
Yeah, he didn't want to share that zucchini bread.
Nope. Can't blame him, though. I wouldn't want to share it either.
It was good, Grizz. It was great.
Yeah, I tell you what we do with our zucchinis this year. Well, actually, zucchini and yellow crookneck. I canned them. Yeah, I pickled them. Yeah, I tell you what, they make great. What's it called? I don't know. Dill pickles. Instead of using cucumbers, you use zucchini and make dill pickles out of them. A little bit softer, but they're still great. And for somebody like me that has no teeth, it makes it a lot easier to eat. Plus, I pickled them in hot. Put some habaneros on in some of them, so it made them hot and spicy. I use those in my Bloody Marys.
Now, will you try to get false teeth anytime in the future?
Probably not. And Medicare won't cover it for me, and I don't have the money for it, and I don't really miss them. I mean, there's times when eating fresh vegetables and stuff. There's times when I'd really like to have it, but for the most part, I can live without them.
Well, my brother-in-law has false teeth. He gets along with them really good. My wife, Pam, she wants me to get my teeth pulled and get false teeth. And I said, I still got 4 teeth up here. I do fine.
Well, if those 4 teeth are in decent enough shape, getting false teeth to go with them will help secure and lock those so you don't lose them. There is a different way, other ways to look at it.
No, I'm not going to do a partial. I'm going all or none. But I'm not getting in a hurry. When these start to hurt, then we'll get them pulled.
Mm-hmm. Well, I need to look on into and see if Part C, Medicare C, will pay for false teeth. I don't know if they will or not. If they do, I might go ahead and get the Part C on Medicare. But I know Part A and B doesn't cover it unless, I mean, I've heard people I've had some people tell me that if the doctors tell you got to have false teeth, then they'll pay. But I don't know which part it will be that they'll pay for that. So far, I haven't been able to get a doctor to say that, though.
Well, they would only go with that for pulling them. I mean, if your medical problem, I forget what disease it is, if it's medically necessary for you to get them pulled, then you could probably get that. But you don't have to have false teeth. So I doubt it would cover it. So
Yeah.
now, what part did you say? Part C or D?
C.
C
But
as cat?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I have Part A and Part B. I want to look into Part C because if I don't know what it's going to cost for Part C, but there's also a gym here in town. And I think that my back could use some, especially during the winter times when I'm not as active. I think a gym would really help me out keeping a little bit of strength without doing damage in my back. So, that's why I know that Part C will pay for the gym.
Okay. So, your opinion, Grizz. You've seen me show my hat in the chat or in the live stream. If when I shut this down, I put that in my thumbnail, will that be a no?
I don't know why it would be. As long as it's not hate speech.
No, it's not hate. It's just saying I didn't vote for him. Don't blame me.
Yeah.
The barnyard chicken.
But you know what I would do? You know what I would do? At the end of this live stream, I would go in and I'd demonetize the video instantly. And then put that on there as the thumbnail. And don't worry about making any more money off this live stream then. And that way they probably, if you demonetize it yourself, they're not as apt to yellow flag it just in case, which means that they won't haunt you later on for other stuff that gets kind of close.
Okay, well, see, I'm really not worried about the money. I just want the watch hours. I just want to keep my watch hours up.
Oh, well, this will have nothing to do with the watch hours. It'll just be about a matter of yellow flagging, whether they yellow flag it or not. You wouldn't lose any watch hours over it.
Okay.
And they'll still promote. See, a yellow flag, they'll still promote your thumbnails and your titles and stuff. Just as always, if you have a catchy title, if you have a catchy thumbnail, a catchy description, whether it's yellow flagged or not, they're going to advertise it at the same rate. Okay, whether it's advertiser friendly or not, they're still going to promote it, and you'll still get the exact same watch time. You just won't get no payment for it. See, YouTube has, everybody thinks that YouTube's all about all the money. Well, YouTube is about the money, and part of the thing that they know is that makes the YouTube so popular is there is so much content out there that is not monetized, that doesn't have advertisements on it. And that's why people keep on coming. So it's the videos that aren't monetized that keeps other people coming back to YouTube, even though there's videos on there that are monetized. So then that's how they get their money. The demonetized videos is the carrot for YouTube to draw you on in.
Okay. But now if I demonetize it, I won't get any money.
Pardon?
If I demonetize it, I wouldn't get any. But if I leave it alone and they yellow flag it, I would get some.
You will get some money. You'll get the money that any advertising says. Some, like right now, if you come on into your video right now, a lot of times you'll have an advertisement before you get into the live stream. You would get the money for that. And then you demonetize the video, and from there on, after, you won't get any money for that for the rest of it, for any more future views. But you would get the money for the money made up to that point.
Okay. So I will probably just, end the live stream whenever and just see what happens. Because I haven't mentioned anything about it to start with. And then I may demonetize it, and then go back and change the thumbnail.
Yeah, and whether they yellow flag it or not, I mean, that you keep your watch on. I just learned something interesting that you might want to know about. Creators Video, that's on the YouTube Studio, their information area. That Creator Studio put out this video. They said that on the cussing thing, you can say gosh, darn, all those type of words, hell, damn it. None of those type of words. They could care less about any of those words. What they care about is the two things: sexual content and hate content. Okay, those two things. Any part of that anywhere in the video, they will demonetize it. Maybe even shut your channel down or whatever. I mean, or remove the video. The other thing is the F-bomb. Those words there. That they're not deemed hate speech, but they're deemed R-rated, not a child appropriate. The way they look at that is, if you start out your video and if you title your video and put a thumbnail and you have that word, boom, they're going to red flag it or yellow flag it. If you put it in your title initially, they'll yellow flag it right from the get go. However, if you start your video and you're doing something around the house and you stub your toe and you say, oh, you let out a couple of words, and then you don't have any more cussing, they don't care about that. They know that stuff happens. So they don't care if you have some cussing, even in the beginning of your videos, on occasion, when it's not just cussing to be cussing. And then that's in your first 1/3. So in your first 1/3 of your video, you shouldn't cuss at all. But if you have that occasion where you stub your toenail and it came out accidentally, they don't care. After the first 1/3 of your video, then you can start cussing more on in there, and they still won't care. But what they're really watching for is that the first 30% of your videos is where they're monitoring to determine if you're yellow flagged or not. So you can cuss later on pretty much all you want.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah. My wife wants me to mute the camera. She just had a shower, and she's coming on out here. So she's afraid that I'll turn the camera on her. Camera's muted, hon. You can come out.
I'm just trying to get my
Okay.
I'll be done in just a minute. What time is it?
It's 10 o'clock.
Okay, I'll call Angela real quick while I'm getting dressed.
Man, I would have thought that I would like these suckers here, but where you got the little cardboard stem. I don't like them. They keep on getting stuck in my mustache.
Cut the stick off.
And then I'd probably choke on the little piece that's inside of there.
No, you won't. When you get down to the stick, just spit it out.
Yeah.
I always did that.
How are you gonna go?
I didn't like walking around with the dum-dums, like Night World said. I
Is
didn't
that what
like.
these are?
I'm trying to break out.
I don't know what you got. The dum-dums are the little ones, but I'd
Yeah,
always cut the stick off.
Yeah, these are the dum-dums. It says dum-dums right on them.
They said you could.
Okay, well, just cut the stick off,
Yeah, I gotta
pop them
hurry.
in your mouth, and suck on them.
I have to pull my clothes on.
Screw you, Sparky.
No kidding. Now I am going to get yellow flag.
No, you won't.
There's
see what-
Sparky.
You see what Sparky said, Kim?
Yes, I've seen it.
Referring to Finite World dum-dums. No, that's Grizz and Kim.
That's not nice. Not nice to you. Yeah, no.
Mm. That was a good one, Sparky.
They used to have them up there in the office where I worked, and I'd grab me a handful, and cut that stick off. But when I become diabetic, I quit eating them.
Well, I have no problem quitting eating these because I don't really like sugar that much. To me, it's just something to do in the meantime.
Now, of course, I have teeth, but what I do in between meals, I have pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
And you get that crunch,
Yeah.
and it does.
Well, if I had teeth, I'd be eating all sorts of carrots and celery.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not a rabbit, so I don't really eat that much.
Yeah, I could be a rabbit. I love my vegetables. Don't get me wrong, I like the meats too. I mean, it's
They get stuck in my teeth. That's the problem. Well, gee, I do have that.
I'm kind of curious of what my sugar will be outside of some cough drops and this cold stuff that I bought for my K-cup. I did show you that, didn't I, Grizz?
No, I haven't seen that.
Here, let me put me on the big screen. They advertise these on TV. And I bought a box at Walmart, and then I bought a box from Amazon. There's 8 of these, and you just put them in your K-cup, and you make like your cup of coffee. I know you don't have a cured coffee maker, but man, it opens you up.
Huh.
When I sat down, first started the live stream, I made me a cup of it. It says nighttime, which I have been drinking them at night, but I was all stopped up, so I made one right when I started my live stream, and I'm opened up now, but it's got kind of a lemon flavor.
Well, I tell you what, my Theraflu that I make is definitely a nighttime medicine.
Oh, imagine.
Made with mountain water, lemonade, and honey.
Yeah, well, that's good. Lemon and honey, that's a great deal. And this has got lemon in it. Now, I eat my honey before I go to bed.
What you growing this year, Johnny?
Oh, he he grows all kinds of stuff.
I'm getting ready to plant here some, to start the seeds. I've been watching some videos on how to grow the Carolina Reapers from start to finish, and found out some of the mistakes that I did last year. I want to grow some Carolina Reapers, but I have a feeling in the long run I'm going to just stick with growing the habaneros, because I really do like the habaneros, and they're not too hot.
I'll tell you what, now his tomatoes is something to be had.
Oh, I bet. Down in the south, you can grow some good tomatoes down there. You get the climate, you get the long temperatures for it. I don't know about the heat. I know down in Redding, we grew excellent tomatoes too. The beefsteak tomatoes that we had, I mean, they were about the size of volleyballs almost. I mean, they were humongous. I mean, half of a slice of a tomato would make one whole tomato sandwich. And they tasted like tomatoes too back in those days. Remember that? You remember what Johnny's tomatoes taste like? They taste like tomatoes, not like a paste that you'd buy in a can.
Well, his has got a lot of meat. It don't have all that juice. Just right.
So
I mean,
he's
have some.
He's growing more of a canning type of tomato then.
Oh, I guess you could, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the ones that aren't so juicy, they're those like the Romas. They have more meat than juice, and they're made for canning. Now I'm just the opposite. I like canning the juicy tomatoes and eating the meaty tomatoes.
Yeah, I like to eat the meaty ones.
Yeah, but they make the meaty ones for canning, then the juicy ones they make for eating. It's going to try the Golis hybrid tomatoes. Cool. I haven't heard of those.
Well, you get them grew, and we'll have to make us another video for you, Johnny.
You bet.
Yeah, I'll make a video and give you a copy of it, and you can put it on your channel, and I'll put it on my channel.
There you go.
We'll get your channel up and rolling.
You got a channel going, Johnny?
Yeah, he does. Johnny Smith.
I know that I've subscribed to him, but I haven't seen any videos of his come up on my. Let me go and make sure.
He doesn't have but 2, I think.
Yeah, I've subscribed to him. Yeah, he only has 2 videos there, and I have subscribed to him.
And he's only got 12. All right, I'm going to pull a link for him. Here's a link. I'm getting ready to post it. Here's a link for Johnny Smith. Check his channel out.
Yeah, I just brought his channel up. I am subscribed to him.
Yep, he's only got 12 subscribers. We need to
you
start.
You get a garden video going, Johnny. You get a garden going this year, and send me or put it on your channel, a video, and let me know of your garden. And keep in mind, I'm going to download your video, and I want to grab like 1 or 2 minutes out of it, and I want to put that on my Grizzly 270 channel in the middle of one of my sawmill videos. And then I promote your channel on in there. It could be like a inlaid advertisement I could advertise your channel and send you subscribers over to you.
Well, there's Bobby McNutt. I got a hat for you, Bobby.
Yep, there's the girl.
Can you read that, Bobby McNutt?
Oh, I know that Bobby McNutt. He's not a Trump fan. He's going to like that hat.
Everybody check out Bobby McNutt. He's a good man.
Oh, Tim.
No problem, Johnny. I'd be glad to do it. I want to see you do more of the. I love gardening videos.
Well, I'll definitely make you a video for you.
Tell him hi for me.
My daughter just said hi.
Hello, Angel.
Hello.
Hey, just give me a second here, and I'm going to show you guys what my garden looks like right now. Let's see here. Kind of awkward. I got to carry my laptop around so I can read the text on in here. Oh, I might as well turn the camera back on. There we go. If I unplug my phone from the computer, then I won't be able to read the text. But I got a barrel I can sit this down on. This is what my garden's looking like right now.
It looks kind of hairy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So I can see what's going. This is what my garden looks like right now. See those green branches right on out there? That's my broccoli that I just yanked up out of the garden here recently. And this was collard greens and other stuff that had turnips and rutabagas and all that stuff. Up there, up just above that little water trough, that's where my string beans were at. That's what my ground's looking at. But check this one out. Check out this soil. Now, it's pretty wet. We just had a good rain, but check out the soil here. Don't that look good and rich there?
Yeah. It looks like it's black.
Oh, it's dark soil. It's very rich. But here, let me show you what our soil is really like here. That's my garden soil. And it took me a long time to build it. Here, let me get right here. I can't dig my hands into this ground. This over here, this here is hard clay. Yeah, and I can't hardly dig into. I can break it up some, but it's a clay soil. It took a lot of work for me to build that into what it is. But yeah, it's good rich soil here.
I don't know what they did here at this house, but it was like this when I bought it. That soil is as black as your hat. I mean, it's black.
Oh, it had a lot of vegetation growing in it at one time then.
Well, I think they hauled it in.
Probably.
Because it's probably 4 or 5 inches above the city sidewalk.
Uh-huh.
They put a concrete, like a curb, on our side of the city sidewalk. They built it up around the house. And I don't know where they got it, because if you go to a gravel pit that's close to ours, it's mostly sand.
Well, probably where they got it from was an old farm that they that they were turning into a city, and they took all the topsoil and used that for landscaping soil. I know that's what we've done a lot in the past with developing subdivisions. Just a second, I got to step off camera here. Things aren't wet enough out here.
Well, Wisconsin great. We were supposed to have got snow, but it's rain. Like I said, up east of us, kind of north and east of us, they're going to have a polar bear dunking where they go into the river, and it's a fundraiser.
Yeah, I've been to those up in Alaska. I never participated. I'm kind of like you with the hot peppers. Why would anybody torment themselves that way?
Yeah. I can see them doing this, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah. I can't do it. I mean, I love cold weather and all that stuff, but I don't like to torture myself, though.
Now, if it's not raining, which I didn't get to do it this morning, I love to go out and get in the hot tub. I mean, it's 103 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, I love doing that. I love sitting out on an ice cold morning, like even in a freezing rain, and being in a hot tub like what you're describing.
Well, don't usually get in if it's raining because it feels cold on your head.
Yeah, I went up to years ago for Thanksgiving. Went up to I think it was Kena Hot Springs. I think it was up in Alaska, just up inside the Arctic Circle. And they had an outdoor swimming pool that was heated by the hot springs. And we went up there for Thanksgiving dinner and stuff, and they told us we could go swimming if we want. We spent the day there, had a bud, drank, got drunk in the bar and everything, got a blast. But man, I tell you what, we went on out there. You go out to where the swimming pool is, and with it being like 30, 40 below zero, and that water, being so hot, you can imagine all the steam boiling off the swimming pool. You couldn't see the swimming pool. You couldn't see it because of all the steam boiling up. But as soon as that steam would get up like 2 or 3 feet above the pool, then that steam would turn to an ice fog. It freeze up there.
Huh.
Anyway, we went on out there jumping that way, swimming. Man, that felt so good. But you'd stand up, you jump in. It's nice and toasty warm, feel it really good. Then you stand on up, and your hair just instantly freezes on your head.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, when you got out of the swimming pool, but like at one point I had to. Now their water there at the hot springs there. It was Circle Hot Springs, not Kena Hot Springs. It was Circle Hot Springs. All their water was from the hot water there. So like when you flush the toilet, it was hot. You're flushing with hot water. Well, I was out there in the swimming pool and I had to run and use the toilet, so I jumped on out and ran as fast as you can to the dressing room where the bathrooms were at. It was frozen and stuff. I sit down on that toilet. I steam cooked my testicles. Oh, what, man? That steam boiling out that toilet, man.
Well, how hot do you think the water was?
It was not so hot that you couldn't get into it comfortably, but it was hot enough that you couldn't stay in it for long periods of time that you wanted to actually, could you start getting too hot in there, after 10, 15 minutes, I would have to stand on up, and get half my body on out of the water just to cool my body down to get back in the water again. I mean, it was pretty warm. I don't remember how hot it was, but it wasn't your typical heated swimming pool temperatures. It was a lot warmer than that.
Right. Well, my doctor, he has a hot tub too. And he told me, he said, now, just like what you said, 20, 30 minutes. And, I'm done by then. I'm starting to get wrinkly, my hands and stuff. But I usually judge it by drink a cup of coffee and then sit there for a little bit and then get out. Hello, John.
Hey, John.
But, 103 degrees, you'd think, oh, that's hot. Well, if you let it get down below 100, it's cold.
Yeah. It's a surprising how your body's what, 96.3 or something like that.
Oh,
you're only talking about
98.6. 98.6.
Yeah. So you're only talking about a couple of degrees difference. And water is a coolant. So it's got to get really warm before it starts reversing the other way.
But man, you get in there and it just helps your bones. We bought a hot tub because I had a hip replaced, and that's why we put the hot tub in.
Mm-hmm.
Pam's sister and husband had a hot tub, and we went out and got in theirs before we bought this one. And I told her, I said, man, I would love to have this hot tub, or a hot tub. Not that one, but. And they actually had theirs too far away from the house. Ours is right.
For winter time, close.
Ours is just right out the door. About 2 steps and you can get in. Or vice versa. And people think that it's cold getting out. It's not. When you get out, the steam just rolls off of you.
Mm-hmm. It actually feels good letting that cold air hit your body when you get out. I mean, it has an invigorating feeling that's not uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah, Tim's World, you wouldn't even need to turn the electric on. You could make your own bubbles.
What I would love to do here, if I could ever find one, and they're really hard to find, is I want to find a galvanized watering trough that's about 3 feet wide, about 2 foot, at least 2 foot deep, preferably close to 3 feet, 30 inches deep, but at least 3 feet wide, and at least 5, 6 feet long. And I want to build a mason stand for it, fireplace, a fire pit underneath it, and set that hot tub on it, so I can start a fire underneath it to heat the water. Then I have a smokestack so the smoke goes up high before it dissipates, so I don't get smoked on out. And then have to be able to control the temperature. If it starts getting too hot, just add more cold water to it, But I would love to put a hot tub like that out here.
Well, I would have not been able to get one if Pam wouldn't have bought it, because they're about $5,000.
Around here, we can get them for free. People are constantly taking them on out. They get tired of messing with the maintenance of them.
Yeah,
and people give them to us, but I don't want one of those. I don't want one with bubbles. I don't want to feel like I'm a boiled lobster. I just want the heat.
Well, mine just circulates the water. It don't have bubbles. Now, I got an air pump in there also, but we don't turn the bubbles on very often. John, I would send you a link, but I'm not going to stay on here much longer. I'm starting to get hungry. It's about my lunchtime. Actually, it's past. But I just turned the pump on that circulates the water.
Uh,
And then I turn the air pump on, and it really generates. But I don't run it very much at a time.
yeah, but I mean, the electricity on it would be pretty expensive for me to run for heating it.
Not actually, Grizz. Now, of course, mine's only 110 volts. But I really can't tell you any difference in my electric bill.
Well,
Ours is down in the water.
let me do this here. I can tell you what it would run for me. And but this will take me a few minutes to bring it on up. How many gallons is yours?
250 gallons. Now, I'm sure that it runs a lot when I first fill it up. And I change it every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to do it when it's not that cold outside. And if you take, when it's 80, 90 degrees outside, it's not going to take much to heat it. And the main thing is your maintenance, and you've got your top on it. Heat goes up, so the top is where it's insulated. And they've got that foam sprayed on the outside of the tub. Underneath, I mean, you can't see the foam. I mean, it's in a wood case. But you keep that shut up all the time.
Yeah.
One time I had the pump go out right when it was colder than heck, and I just set an electric heater underneath there. I had one of them ceramic heaters, and it kept that water around 90 degrees.
Oh, wow.
So see, it don't take much to keep it warm.
Shoot, Keith wanted to bring me into something else here.
Who?
A second here. Can't abbreviate it. I gotta.
You're not on a picture, are you?
No, I'm not.
Well, John, I hope you get up where you can get monetized. I'm still running your playlist. But my watch time hadn't changed for a while.
Angela, I'm busy. Right this second, I can't stop. I'm trying to do something, I can't even do it now. Tell me what to do.
A second, I'm almost on into it. I should have checked this the other day when I was on into it.
I'm not. Don't tell me. It wasn't.
My biggest problems is I can't get my subs count to come up. It just stays in one spot.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, yours won't come up?
Well, I can look at them. What I'm saying is my number.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna check my analytics. I'm getting closer to it to see what my watch time is.
Well, you're already monetized, right?
Oh yeah, but I want to keep them up.
Yeah. Well, one thing that they have said that once you're monetized, they're not. If you drop under the deal, I seen a video on the YouTube website. They said that they're not looking to drop anybody off of, demonetize anybody's channel, even if they don't maintain their watch time hours. But they can demonetize you, but most likely they won't. The only reason why they'll demonetize somebody is because of a history of what they do with their channel, as far as how many red strikes, different stuff like that.
Well, it says my watch hours for the last 365 days is 11,666.
So you're right on in there.
Oh yeah, you only need 4,000, and I've got 11,000.
Yeah.
But I want to keep trying to gain. And of course, the more hours, the more money.
Oh yeah.
I've had 2 checks over $100, and now I'm back up to 60 some dollars. And don't click on the ads. You got that right. Don't click on the ads, John. You're funny. 10,000 comedians out of work, and you're doing it for free. Oh, John, I got a new hat. Here, let me put it on me so it'll stay. Got me a new hat. Just saying. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying I didn't vote for him. Yeah. Oh, I had it made. Cafe Press. Cafe Press. You can get all kinds of stuff made there. Hats, cups, shirts, T-shirts, what have you. What's the weather going to do, Johnny? Are we going to get some snow? And I don't care if we get snow. I don't want to see that ice. Still says light rain. We got some red coming up there in a little bit and some blue. But it looks like it's going to go through and not even hit us.
Okay, it would cost me $50 a month.
It would?
Yep.
Wow. How do you get that?
How do I get that determination?
Yeah.
Well, here, let me post the link. See, now I have Consumer Power Incorporated is my power company. You got to use your power company. What I did is I typed in let's see here. I typed in a household usage with Consumer Power Incorporated. We'll type in a household usage, or our power usage with your power company, and they should provide you with a link that you can itemize everything you have on there and tell what your electric bill would have if you add certain features. What is it going to do to your electric bill and stuff?
I don't think that'd be accurate, Grizz.
It's pretty close because I went through all my electric. I went through everything of what I have in the house, and it itemizes it really close to what my electrical bill is.
Huh. Well, there you
This
see the map. I think it's going to eventually move through. Okay,
See,
well,
now,
I've got air conditioning. I have central air. Okay, and my last electric bill, that's with everything, was $110. But that furnace burns a lot.
okay, well,
It's what they call 98% efficient, and that fan runs a bunch almost constantly. I'm in Illinois trying to fly.
here's the calculator cost that I use.
Okay.
Now this is for consumer power, mind you. So if you use it, you know, our power rate is going to be different than yours.
Right. Oh, okay. Let me check that out. Okay, trying to fly number 9. I couldn't sub to you because I'm subbed out. I did bookmark your channel. When it allows me to, I'll try to bust to you. Well, let me check that out, Grizz.
Yeah, that there is based with our power prices.
Right? Oh no, it wouldn't work for me. Huh.
You might have to be able to sign in. I had to sign in, so
Yeah, I'm not going to try to do it because it won't be accurate.
yeah, I don't think you would be able to sign in with them if you don't have an account.
Well, I can check my usage with Ameren CIPS is what we have.
How many kilowatt hours do you use? Does yours use?
I didn't move it. Can't move it.
Oh, let's see.
Move it back there, I believe. Oh, no. I just got to bring it back. You just want wrong. I am. Hey, Grandpa. Somebody else.
27.09 current month. Does that tell you anything?
That's for the hot tub?
No, that's for everything.
Oh, okay. Well, that was just for the hot tub. It says it uses 600 average monthly kilowatt hours.
Good.
I don't use but 27.9 for the whole house. I'm looking at my bill.
Okay, maybe Sparky can explain that why you're using a whole lot less.
Well, now,
27 point, you're using more than 27.9 kilowatt hours.
well, that's what it says right here on my bill.
Sparky, how many kilowatt hours does the house usually use? And how many kilowatt hours would the hot tub use? Because this is saying 600 kilowatt hours a month.
See, that ain't right, Grizz.
Different area, different
My,
prices, yeah.
my whole house was only $110.
Yeah, different companies.
And we're talking a refrigerator. Well, I got a small fridge also. I've got a freezer. And I've got that refrigerator. I mean, that furnace. Well, even though it's not AC, you still got that fan running all the time. On this other page, it says 21 kilowatt hours. And see, that's only $60, but then they add all them taxes and stuff on there. That's what gets you.
Well, a TV uses 25 kilowatt hours a month, a 55-inch TV.
Wait a minute.
You
I
gotta think about
I didn't mean to lie to you.
the internet and stuff.
921 kilowatt hours. That's for the whole house. But this other page says 27.09.
Something's not adding up.
All right, so I guess the total house is 921 kilowatt hours.
And what this saying is,
But on that other page, I wasn't looking at it right.
well, here, let's go through this here. Let's go through this with mine. You have one refrigerator, right?
Yes,
How many? Do you have a separate freezer?
yes,
One or two?
one,
Dishwasher.
yes.
If you don't use it, say no.
I have a dishwasher. I use it about once a week. It's not hooked up direct.
Your range.
Yes,
Microwave.
yes,
Coffee pot.
yes. Got two of them.
You got two coffee pots, okay?
Oh, wow.
Popcorn maker.
I got the kind you put on the stove. So that goes back to the stove. I don't pop much.
Toaster oven.
Nope.
I don't.
You don't have a well.
No well.
What size is your TV?
It's probably 40-inch. And I got one of them in about every room, even the bathroom.
So how many of those? 3?
Let's see, without counting them, I'd say 7.
Okay.
Ooh, that's too many. Ooh.
Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just up here. I got one in the basement.
A stereo?
If she's down there doing laundry, she'll watch it downstairs.
You have a stereo?
Nope.
CD player?
No CD player.
Clock radio?
No, just an alarm clock.
How many computers?
Alarm clock is it?
2. They run all the time.
Still, an alarm clock is.
And one mobile phone or 2?
Wireless phone. I think there's 4 of them.
A cordless phone?
Yeah.
You got four of them? A DVD player?
Yes.
Satellite dish?
Nope.
Video gaming system?
What was that last question?
A video gaming system?
No.
A washer machine?
Yes. And dryer. Both electric.
How many lights do you have in the house?
Well, one in every room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A whole bunch of lights in the basement. But I switched all them to the LED lights.
A vacuum cleaner?
Yes. I don't have a card to run that.
Air purifier?
Nope.
A dehumidifier?
Nope.
Portable fan?
Yes. Pam uses it quite often. Yeah, I agree. Sparky.
A window air conditioner?
No, central air.
Ceiling fans?
Don't use it very often, but there's 4 of them.
Electric blanket?
Yes, but don't use it very much.
A waterbed heater?
No water bed. Just Pam.
Oh,
And you have electric hot water heater?
No, it's gas.
Oh, you have gas? Okay. Remove that.
yeah.
Okay, let's see here. No wood stove, no pellet stove, no propane heat or oil furnace.
No. Gas furnace, but it's, you got electric to run that fan. That's a biggie.
That's why I don't like them on. Stop running power.
Okay, you have a furnace fan, and you don't have any electric heat. No electric furnace. It's a gas furnace, right?
Right. I don't use it very much, but I did install a 220 electric heater down the basement where we shower, but we don't use it very much at all. Just if it gets way below 0, then we'll turn it on because it stays cold in that basement.
Stop it! Lord. Don't tell me what to do, Angela. Don't listen. Before it gets broken.
So you have a heat pump?
Nope.
No heat pump.
Angela, I will not pay for it.
No, our furnace is one of them 98% efficient.
Okay, I'm showing that your estimated monthly kilowatt hour usage is 1,662. But like you said, a lot of the stuff you don't use on a regular basis, so I mean, it's
Right.
They're talking average use for all this stuff that people have.
And it said it was 921.
So they're pushing it up by they're giving you 700% more kilowatt hours more, and the let me just change this here. So how many? What's your power? It was not how many?
921.
Let me do this here. Okay, now, no. See now, electric furnace is 10,090. Okay, that would be our electric bill would be $108 for the amount of power that you use.
Well, you're about dead on. 110.
Yeah, and so and like I said, I mean our power bill runs right around 85. So I'm pretty sure that's pretty accurate. That would be about another $50 more for me.
And let's see, our rate is 0.0659 and a whole bunch of zeros. See, the bill, the usage is only like $60. But when you add all them taxes and everything on there, that pumps it up to 110. And the electric delivery was $40 just to get it here. That's where it gets you, all them rates.
I've been still trying to find out what my rate is here. Consumer Power is really shady on that.
Well, it's on your bill. I wouldn't know if I didn't have my bill.
Well, and we don't have it coming to us.
See, I don't get my bill mailed to me. It comes through the email.
Oh, man. Well, they want me to go paperless, and I keep telling them no.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if they'll give it in there.
They don't get our email much because they rip you off. Where are my car keys?
Okay, so you're going to go live on your phone, Bobby McNutt, at 6 p.m. I might check on it. You want me to come up on your panel, Bobby McNutt, and wear my hat?
Have them up there, Bobby. Do it.
I've been on his panel.
Yeah, but not with that hat.
Not yet. No, not yet.
Oh, there they are. Bye.
We'll see.
There's Angela's glasses.
Let me see here.
I'm making sure.
Yeah, they just tell me what my amount is. It doesn't say what the power usage is or any of that.
He said, sure. Okay. Great. I just might do it for you. Well, who's this Marcy or whatever?
What's that?
Well, read Bobby McNutt's comment. Said Trump went and visited, I think he's a lawyer.
Maurice? I'm not sure.
Is that his lawyer, Maurice?
Yeah, I'm not sure who his lawyer is.
Well, I'm not for sure who Maurice is.
Bobby, who is Maurice?
Okay. That's that guy on the live show.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be on at 6 p.m. tonight on the live chat. Okay. At 6 p.m. is going to be on Bobby McNutt's live chat.
Yeah, well, you'll have to be there. That way you can give Maurice a message to get to pass on to Donald Trump. Ask him what type of a where he got the calico at that he made a toupee out of.
You know, that's funny. That really is his hair. That's not a toupee.
I think he was grafted from a calico.
Could be. But that really is his hair.
Yeah, I know it's his hair, but I like to give him a bad time about it.
Sure.
I figure if the people could make fun of make fun of Michelle's looks, I can make fun of Donald's looks.
There you go. Well, Grizz, I think I'm going to shut this down.
Okay, but before you do, I got to ask you, what do you think of our First Lady? I'm referring to Pence.
Pence first, or his wife?
No, I consider Vice President Pence to be the First Lady now.
Oh. No.
Okay, well, it was fun to have being up here, Kim. I sure appreciate it.
Okay, wait a minute. We got to read Bobby's comment here. Okay, well, I'll have to check it out tonight at 6. Is that our time? It's 1 o'clock here. Is that the same time for Bobby McNutt? I don't know. He's in Ohio. He might be fast time.
He's 1 hour is different from you.
Okay, so at 5 o'clock, I'll have to check him out. Okay, everybody. We're going to shut it down. It's been great. I hope I ain't made any hard feelings about my hat, but I had to have it made. So for now, may the peace and the power of the Lord be with you. Goodbye.